Greetings, folks. Welcome to another segment of comic book series Showcase and Speculation. And in today's segment, we will be discussing The Sentry, Volume 3. Now, anybody who's been keeping up with current events in the comic book world in Marvel knows that there's rumors abound from Donny Cates that The King in Black is going to premiere The Sentry. There was a leaked tweet by, I believe, the artist, Ryan, I think it was Ryan Stegman, who did the tweeting. Yeah, at any rate, they showed pictures of The Sentry, and for some reason, the hot series all of a sudden is The Sentry, Volume 3, based on God of Light related stuff. But it's bizarre because I don't actually see a correlation really, but I'm sure the Sentry, it makes sense for the Sentry to play a significant role because of his light and dark kind of persona, with the Void being his dark side and Sentry's portion being his light side. Literally light side. Yeah, at any rate, what you see in front of you is the 1:50 ratio cover by Jacinto, and he's the regular artist, I believe, inside this book. And yeah, Lemire is Jeff Lemire is the writer of this story. I picked it up digitally and hard copies because, you know, I try to maintain pristine, crispity copies. And this issue is, you guessed it, at a 9.8. Yes, got this 2018. Pretty excited about it. I haven't seen a copy of this on eBay since, really, and I search from time to time just to see what it costs nowadays. I don't remember what I bought it for, but I imagine it was somewhere below 200. Which, I don't know, I'm just a huge fan of the Sentry, so it doesn't really matter. But I imagine this is a very low print run too, because it wasn't, his popularity is just not there for some reason. And it's amazing that you would think that somebody who's a writer as renowned, or at least on the rise as Jeff Lemire is, if it hasn't already gotten good rep, wasn't enough to sell this book. Tragic, really, because again, this series was going places, you know. Let's see the back real quick. So this is what was going on back in August 2018. Back when people could do these things and not get sick from, you know, that thing that we can't mention or else we get demonetized. Here we go. Yeah, and yeah, that was cover 1C. There was another variant cover which I don't have. It was the 1 in 25, which looks really good. It just, you know, priorities at the time was to go for the 1 in 150, since again, I personally prefer to have my books, the artists who do the book interior do the cover too. In this case, sadly, issue 1, the 1A, is done by Brian Hitch, who is one of my favorite artists in the 90s. I'm going to do a segment of his his mid-90s to early 2000 works soon. Yeah, issue 1, cover 1A. And I believe this is him too for issue 2. At least that's what it says on the comic collectors app that I use to archive my collection in. Another issue 3 with Brian Hitch art again. And the next one's, well, this one's issue 3 too, but it's a variant cover. The theme was the return of the Fantastic Four. Not sure who did the art on this one, but got that classic look. Now here's the big deal. This is the juicy book. This is the key issue of the first appearance of the Sentry completed. The merged Sentry, where the Void, Robert Reynolds, and the Sentry merge into one powerful version of himself. You know, he embraced all aspects of himself. He figures that the reason why things were going so badly was because he kept trying to avoid his bad side and just gravitate towards the good, and why the bad just went out of control. So he figured, alright, frick it, I'm just gonna, you know, embrace all of it. That's what happened. Yeah, that one's a hot one. I'm not sure what the print run number is, but I will definitely post it somewhere. Here's the variant cover, the Cosmic Ghost Rider variant. Not nearly as hot as the cover A, but at the time I picked it up, you know, just cause. And this is debatably the first full appearance, while issue 4 was the cameo, because it shows him in the last page, you know, while this shows the full Sentry from page 1 and on. Well, there's the good news, kids. Today I happen to have the reader copy, so we can show you, spoilers, why this is such a big deal. So let's get to the juicy parts, not leading up to the other stuff. That's a whole other thing. Here it goes. So he decides, you know, but what if I stopped fighting? What if I stopped denying my other half? What if I gave in? What if the biggest mistake I ever made was denying who I really was? What if? Oh, oh, uh-oh. Yeah. And here you go. The last page. I'm whole, Billy. I'm finally whole. That red suit. Now you know me about red. I'm all about it. Red's my favorite color, so Steam works for me. Merged Sentry. I was like, whoa, holy shit. I was like, you guys, I was telling the rest of my comic collecting buddies, you guys gotta get this. This is a key. This is the first appearance of the Merged Sentry. And people were like, huh? So? And now it's hot. And again, it blows my mind, you know, that it took a Venom book to, or yeah, I guess Venom book to, Donny Cates to make it a thing. And I really wish that this comic, had stayed, didn't get canceled. That was it. Because I really wanted to see more of what Jeff Lemire could have done with Jeff Lemire would have done with this version of the Sentry. This was definitely a different take. Like, what if Superman has both the Void, Supes, and Clark all in one kind of crazy situation? Who would check him? How powerful is he? And then he was, since then he was used in the Annihilation Scourge story arc, which was kind of, cool, but not really. I'm thinking Jeff Lemire would have done better. But yeah, either way, we're gonna see what happens in the King in Black and see how what kind of significant role he plays in this, and the ramifications. And you all know Sentry. He was pretty. When he first came out, he was a quiet reception under the Marvel Knights banner. I'm gonna do a segment on that too, and then then Bendis used him for the New Avengers, where like in issue 1 or 2, he ripped Carnage in half in space. I was like, wow, that was cool. Yeah, so this is what's going on right now as far as the Sentry's concerned. This is a very low print run. Nobody bought this book, sadly, and now people are looking all over for it. Well, those who are banking on this being a significant thing right now. So we'll see. Yeah, it might be the next Gore the God Butcher kind of situation, where low print run, and all of a sudden Red Sentry, this merged Sentry, is the man. All right. Well, thanks for hanging on for this long. Sticking to the end. If you can, do your boy a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Ciao.